Magnitude of a vector given in component form. All right, so component form, these aren't quite parentheses. If you notice, they're kind of pointy on the ends. So this is what's called component form for a vector. So it's just a specific type of form that a vector can be listed in. So in this case, I don't believe they're going to give us the graph, but they're showing us what the graph looks like here. And what they want us to do is figure out what the magnitude is. So the magnitude of a vector is the length of the vector. That's what they want us to figure out. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to use Pythagorean theorem, but from the components. So the distance of v, which is the absolute value of this vector, is a squared plus b squared with the square root sign over it. And a and b are the two vector positions. So we have negative 3 squared plus negative 6 squared. We get 9, because remember, two negatives make a positive. We get 36, because again, two negatives make a positive. And then we end up with 45 when we add them together. We have to make sure we simplify that, because 9 is a square root. And I can divide, sorry, I was pointing at this 9, but that's actually a little different, because 36 would also be square root in that case. But what we want to focus on is 9 times 5. So 9 is a square root, which means I can take 3 out. 5 doesn't have a square root, so that's why 5 stays behind. So the magnitude of this vector is 3 square root 5. And that's what we're going to type in for the answer. All right, so let's go ahead and try this one out for ourselves. I'm going to turn the pen tool on here. So we have the vector distance equals the square root. Remember, this is a and this is b, so we're just going to do a squared plus b squared. So we end up with 4 plus 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 2 times negative 2 is also 4. So 2 negatives make a positive. So we end up with 8. Remember, 8 is made up of 4 times 2. 4 has a square. So v equals, when you're taking a square root, you can take the 2, because the square root of 4 is 2, right? And then this 2 gets left behind, because it's all by itself. It doesn't have a square. So this is our answer. We have 2 root 2. All right. Check. I believe that's all they wanted. Okay, I was a little worried that they wanted a little more than that because of some of the tools they gave. Okay. So we're just going to do that again. And okay. So we have a squared plus b squared. All right. So we get 36 plus 9. So this is actually the same numbers they gave us before. So we end up with 45. 45 is made up of 9 and 5. 9 has a square root. It is 3. 5 does not have a square root. So I can take out 3 because that's the square root of 9, but I have to leave 5 underneath. So this is just simplifying. You have to break down the number, and you want to break it down so that it has a square root. Another way to think of that is it'd be 3 times 3 times 5. I have 2 3s, so I can take out 1. There's only one 5, so I have to leave it. This is one of those things. It depends on which way you like viewing that one. All right, check. And next. All right, this is going to be our last one. So we have a squared plus b squared. And that's going to be 81 plus 144. And let's see, that's going to be 225. I believe the square root of 225 is it 15? Oh, they're not giving us a calculator on this one. Let's see. So I can divide by 5, and I get 4. So 45 times 5. I can divide 45 by 9 and 5. And 9 can divide by 3 and 3. So I have 2 3s and I have 2 5s. So that means I can pull out a 3, I can pull out a 5. So I end up with 15. So each time I can pull a number out, I multiply those numbers together, and nothing's left behind because I broke them all up. Oh, nope, I'm lying. we do have a 5 left behind here. So root 5. Sorry, I forgot to bring that root 5 down. So let's make sure really quick. I am going to use a calculator just to confirm. So 225 square root. Nope, I have too many 5s here. What happened? Oh, that's why. I threw an extra 5 on the end there. I'm just losing my mind here. I don't know where that extra 5 came from because I was supposed to break this down. I think I was bringing that 5 down, but that was a little confusing. So we don't have an extra root 5. It's just 15. I was going to say, I thought that the 225 was 15 for the square root. So we're just going to write 15 here, and that should be our answer. All right, we finished another one. Yay!